It's match day and the first T20I between India and Australia to be played at the Manuka Oval here in Canberra. Of course, it's a bit gloomy, bit chilly and bit windy, and it's going to be a bit of challenge for the Indian players. But for the entire atmosphere in terms of the crowd capacity, it's going to be a sold out crowd at the Manuka Oval. The fans here are pretty excited to watch India and Australia in action. Two teams, two highly competitive teams, two best sides in the world at this moment, and they are going to lock heads in this 5 T20I series, and both the teams would be desperate to start this T20I series with a win. In this build up, we will talk about the Indian team, their composition, and what are the things to look forward to in this opening game of the T20I series. So let's start with the captain, Suryakumar Yadav. In the last 11 T20I innings, he has scored only 100 runs, an average of around 11 and a strike rate of around 110. That is what not we associate with Suryakumar Yadav. That is not the class of Suryakumar Yadav. Suryakumar Yadav, when he is in top form, top shape, he operates at a strike rate of 180 to 200 and is a complete game changer. That is why not long back he was dominating the ICC charts in terms of batting in the T20I format, and that is the main reason that he was appointed as the captain of the T20I side. But in the last 15 innings he has not scored a single half century, top score of 47 not out, and he has looked a bit sluggish on the field with the bat as well. But we know Suryakumar Yadav what he is capable of. But he is playing his first ever T20I on Australian soil. He has a very good record against Australia as an opposition, a strike rate of around 180, an average of around 35. So he knows this Australian pace attack, this team in and out. And given the conditions that he is going to get in Canberra, he is going to enjoy playing on those bouncy surface. It's a small ground, small dimensions. It's not a large stadium. So with the bat, in terms of his batting, he is going to be one of the key players for India in this 5 T20I series. And for India's perspective as well, whenever Surya does well, the win rate of the Indian team is extremely high. Gautam Gambhir was asked about his form in the build-up to this game by the host broadcasters, and he said that it's easy for Surya to score 40 runs of 30 balls, but that is not the culture he wants to set in the team. The Indian team under Gautam Gambhir, under Suryakumar Yadav has adapted an ultra-aggressive approach, and that is what Surya with the bat wants to do. Score big runs with high impact, not score run-a-ball innings with a slow strike rate. So for Suryakumar Yadav, this is going to be an important series in terms of regaining that form with the bat. I asked him the question in the press conference as well, and he seemed unfussed about his batting form. He said he is batting well. He's just not scoring those big runs, but he is not out of form. He is in good space, working hard on his batting, and he wants to make an impact for this team. And that is what the men in blue would want from their captain. High impact innings at batting at number 3 or number 4. So for Suryakumar Yadav, this is going to be an important series, and these 5 matches we will keep a close eye on what he has been doing at the nets and of course during the match. At the nets, he is a typical Suryakumar Yadav personality, cheerful, chirpy, joking around with friends, banter with the media present here. So for Suryakumar Yadav, he looks in a great shape in terms of his mindset, but with the bat, India would want Surya to score big runs. And that brings us to the vice captain of this team, opener Shubman Gill. After a long break from the T20I circuit, when he was focusing on the ODI format with Champions Trophy and other tournaments around, but focusing on Test cricket after being appointed the captain of the Test team. So Shubman Gill broke records, shattered records in England in the 5 Test series. The Asia Cup was not how he wanted the tournament to go with the bat, around 127 runs at a strike rate of less than 150. But we know what Shubman Gill is capable of, and that is why the selectors and the team has put their trust on Shubman Gill. He has a very explosive, fiery opening partner in Abhishek Sharma, so it's a combination of fire and ice of Abhishek Sharma and Shubman Gill. And for Shubman Gill, his role will be to complement Abhishek Sharma. Abhishek won't get runs regularly in all the matches with the kind of game style he has, high risk, high reward game. For Shubman Gill, it's all about staying at the crease and letting the other aggressive players like a Surya or a Tilak or a Shivam Dube or even a Sanju Samson for that matter bat deep and support all the aggressive players out there. Shubman himself is capable of scoring quick runs. In the last 3 IPL seasons, he has scored more than 2000 runs at an average of more than 50 and a strike rate of around 160. So it's not like Shubman is not capable of scoring quick runs, but looking at the kind of a combination this team is going with, all the players, almost 5 batters out of the 7 are ultra aggressive players. So for Shubman Gill, it will be to support the fire with his ice cold demeanor. He has been batting really well at the nets. He has been passing smiles to his teammate, banters on the field. His camaraderie with childhood friend and opening partner Abhishek Sharma is there to be seen. But for Shubman Gill, I think it's about time that he, grabs the collar of this T20 format and say, I belong to this format, and silence his critics. So we will keep an eye on Shubman Gill and how he does well against this Australian bowling attack. And it is a very potent bowling attack with the likes of Josh Hazlewood, Sean Abbott, Nathan Ellis, Xavier Bartlett, all capable of wreaking havoc with the ball. I don't know whether Josh Hazlewood will play all the game, and even without Josh Hazlewood, this Australian bowling attack, especially the pace attack, is capable of dominating. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for Shubman Gill, and all eyes will be on him to whether he can dominate this Australian pace attack. And if he does so, then he will take a lot of confidence going forward in this specific format with the T20 World Cup around the corner. So both captain and vice captain Suryakumar Yadav and Shubman Gill will be under focus in terms of regaining their form in the shortest format of the game. And talking about form, we have to talk about the most informed batter, the number 1 T20I batter at this point, that is Abhishek Sharma. Not long ago did he make his T20I debut, but he has been one of the most talked about players in the world in the shortest format of the game. In the IPL for Sunrisers Hyderabad, his pairing with Travis Head, who will open the innings for Australia here, is one of the top tail in the IPL for the last 2 seasons. Their strike rate, their ability to bash the bowlers, their ability to take the game away from the bowlers is there to be seen for all. But for Abhishek Sharma, the way he batted at the Asia Cup, that would have given a lot of confidence to this team management, to the selectors and to captain as well. So Abhishek Sharma once again will be under focus. In the Asia Cup, there were some questions that Pakistan's bowling attack or UAE's bowling attack or Oman's bowling attack is not at par where England, Australia, South Africa are operating at the moment. So for Abhishek Sharma, he will face the real challenge of facing the likes of this Australian pace attack. In bouncy conditions, he will be tested. The first 4-5 overs will be a challenge for batters with the ball moving around. This is a fresh season. Manuka Oval does not host a lot of games, so they will get a fresh wicket. But as I said earlier, this is a small ground, and even if Abhishek connects it to the 80%, the ball will fly over to the rope. So for Abhishek Sharma, the fans here are pretty excited. He has gained a lot of fandom after his heroics in the Asia Cup. So his job will be to not only help win matches for India going forward, but to keep entertaining the fans as well. And when Abhishek Sharma is on song, we know what he is capable of with the bat. One of the most talked about players, as I said, in this particular format. An Australian pace attack and the bowling attack would also be very about Abhishek Sharma's ability to take the game away from the match. Another focal point from this series will be the backup all-rounder. Hardik Pandya is absent from this series. He is currently injured and recovering for the upcoming series, especially against South Africa. But here, in the absence of Hardik Pandya, it is a golden opportunity for Shivam Dube, for someone like a Nitish Kumar Reddy, if he gets game time, to solidify their position and let the selectors know that they can trust these two players with the ball as well. With the bat, they are handy customers. Shivam Dube of late has been really good, especially in that Asia Cup final, the way he batted. Shivam Dube was one of the important performers in that Asia Cup final. But for him to perform with the ball and consistently do well in the absence of Hardik Pandya, that is something where he would want to excel in this 5 T20I series. Shivam Dube with the ball was really impressive in the Asia Cup, but those conditions in Dubai, sluggish conditions in Dubai, somewhat assisted his nature of bowling, the medium pace bowling. So for Shivam Dube also, with the bouncy Australian condition, with flat decks here in Australia, his bowling capability will also be tested against a very explosive batting unit, Australian batting unit. And for Nitish Kumar Reddy also, he has become one of the mainstays of the test team, but it is now time for him to replicate those performances and improve every day in terms of the shortest format of the game, in terms of the white ball formats of the game. This selection committee, this team management has put a lot of trust on Nitish Kumar Reddy's ability to become one of the mainstays in the future in this Indian cricket team, but he has still a long way to go, especially with the ball. He is putting hard yards out on the field. He is doing everything that he can do in terms of performing out there at the nets, putting the hard yards and working along with Morne Morkel. But if he gets opportunity going forward in this 5 T20I series, his bowling will also be tested. And also the roles of Shivam Dube and Nitish Kumar Reddy as potential finishers in this playing 11 would also be tested by a high quality Australian bowling attack. For Shivam Dube, he is somewhat known as a spin basher, especially after his exploit with Chennai Super Kings in the IPL. He did really well in the Asia Cup as well. T20 World Cup final, we know how important that knock was from Shivam Dube. So he has somewhat become a crisis man for India in T20I format when it comes to playing in that lower middle order. So in these conditions, in Australian conditions where he will be tested by steep bounce, Shivam Dube's ability to tackle the bounce, tackle these tall, hit the deck bowlers of the Australian camp will be tested. Now that brings us to the bowling department. Jasprit Bumrah, he is one of the best. He is one of the best of this generation. Perhaps one of the greatest pacers of all time, the greatest pacers India has ever produced. But he had a very mediocre outing in the Asia Cup in terms of what we usually see from Jasprit Bumrah, the class of Jasprit Bumrah. Asia Cup, he was not landing those Yorkers. He was barging through that throughout his run-up. So he would want to improve his performance in terms of picking wickets, being economical. He was expensive in the Asia Cup. Pakistan batters took him to the cleaners, and jokingly, ironically, Shahib Zada Farhan, despite losing out Asia Cup all 3 matches in Pakistan, was celebrated back home because he had smashed a couple of sixes of Jasprit Bumrah. But against this highly explosive Australian bowling attack, Jasprit Bumrah would want to be at his economical best once again, pick up wickets, which he always does with his Yorkers and slower balls and his variations in this format. This is the best format for Jasprit Bumrah, and this is the same soil Jasprit Bumrah had dominated with the red ball in the Border Gavaskar Trophy in the 24-25 season. So Jasprit Bumrah, we know what he is capable of, but now the onus will be on him to be the best of Jasprit Bumrah, be the best version of himself, land those Yorkers, take the stumps for a ride, be economical, use those variations, and these are smaller dimensions. So even Jasprit Bumrah's ability with the ball will be tested to the maximum limit. So Jasprit Bumrah will be one of the bowlers to watch out for. But along with that, Arshdeep Singh and Harshit Rana as well. Harshit Rana has started to impress with the ball. He's capable hitter with the bat as well, down the order at number 9 possibly. But his primary role is to pick up wickets. They can't be very inconsistent with the ball. We can't expect a couple of overs of good spell from just Harshit and Arshdeep Singh. So for them to be consistent throughout their 4 overs, and this is the best format for Arshdeep Singh, for Harshit Rana as well. They have become popular because of the IPL, and IPL is where they made their career. So IPL is where they performed and got their chances in the Indian team as well. So for Arshdeep Singh, who is the highest wicket taker in T20I format for India, for Harshit Rana, who has been doing well for KKR for the last couple of seasons, and even for India in different formats in the ODIs, last 2 ODIs, he was really good. Even Rohit Sharma in his last interview for BCCI.TV, he did praise Harshit Rana as well, specific mention for Harshit Rana. So Harshit Rana, if he can be economical, pick wickets, and even contribute with the bat if needed, need be, then that would give a lot of confidence for the Indian team as well. And of course, all eyes will be on the spinners as well, whether Kuldeep Yadav or will it be Varun Chakravarti, who will be preferred for the primary role as their specialist spinner in this 5 T20I series. Akshar Patel is a surety in the playing 11, but who will support Akshar Patel? Will it be Washington Sundar, or will it be an attacking spinner in Varun Chakravarti or Kuldeep Yadav? So yeah, this was a brief preview of this first T20I between India and Australia. Stay tuned. Do let us know what is going to be your playing 11 in this first T20I here at the Manuka Oval. Do drop your predictions down below, and do like the video. Subscribe to the channel for continuous coverage from here in Australia and from elsewhere as well. So thank you for watching, and keep supporting us. Thank you so much.